In the bustling city of Central City, citizens lived their regular lives, unknowingly protected by a scarlet blur racing through the streets, the Flash. With a heart as fast as his legs, Barry Allen was always ready to defend his home with unwavering courage and kindness. One bright sunny day, while solving a mystery case at the police station, Barry's muscles twitched. Through the vibration in the air, he sensed something ominous coming from far away, like a storm gathering strength. A yellow blur was racing towards Central City. It was the Reverse Flash, Barry's fiercest rival. The Reverse Flash, with his smug grin, was an evil reflection of Barry himself. He had the same powers but opposite intentions, aiming to disrupt everything Barry cherished. As the yellow blurs zipped through the city, causing havoc, Barry knew it was time once again to put on the iconic red suit and race out to confront his speedy foe. The city turned into a whirlwind of colors as the two super-speed beings clashed. They raced through the streets, zooming past skyscrapers, leaving behind trails of red and yellow lightning. Their feet drummed the streets so fast, it seemed they barely touched the ground. Despite the Reverse Flash's ruthless tactics, Barry stayed focused. "I won't let you ruin this city," he shouted, his voice ringing like thunder over Central City. The battle raged on, spilling onto rooftops, bridges, and across the waterfront, until the scene shifted to the grand Central City Park. It was lush and serene, except for the spiraling winds caused by their breakneck speeds. Barry knew he had to outsmart his nemesis. He remembered the old tales of how the Reverse Flash once got caught in a temple trap. With a burst of inspiration, Barry zigzagged into a tricky double loop, creating a speed mirage. Confused and unable to keep up, the Reverse Flash ran straight into the mirage, ending in a temporal loop where he was trapped in time and space. Panting, Barry watched as the yellow lightning disappeared. He knew the Reverse Flash was merely paused, not defeated for good. But today, the city was safe. The citizens of Central City never even knew how close danger had been to their doorstep. Barry loosened his suit, the adrenaline fading, holding on to the peaceful moment as long as it lasted. "As long as I can run," Barry mused quietly to himself, resolving to train and grow even stronger. "I'll make sure everyone has a safe tomorrow today." And with that thought, he zipped off into the crimson sunset, a guardian of light and hope. Once upon a time, in a world where speed was everything, two legendary speedsters finally came face to face. From one side of the multiverse came Flash, the Scarlet Speedster, with his iconic red suit crackling with lightning. From the other side, the blue blur himself, Sonic the Hedgehog, sprinted and humming with energy. The moment was set for an epic race that would settle the age-old question: who was the fastest of them all? The crowd gathered from realms near and far, creatures big and small, all excited to witness the thrilling race. Among them were their friends and sidekicks cheering them on, from tails twirling in the air to Barry Allen's loyal friends, Iris and Cisco. Whistles blew, and the two racers took to the start line. Sonic, confident with his many adventures and golden rings, winked at Flash and said, "Ready for a speedy beat?" Flash chuckled, replying, "Let's see who the real speedster is." As the horn blared, both competitors shot forward like rays of light, blurring into streaks of red and blue. They zipped through a multitude of terrains: the bustling cities of Central City, the enchanting forests of Green Hill Zone, the icy landscapes of Mount Crumb. Even warping through dimensions into outer space, the race was neck and neck. Flash tapped into the speed force, leaving tiny sparks flickering in his wake. Meanwhile, Sonic used his super speed on the loops, pinging from springboards with incredible agility. They traded leads back and forth, each employing their unique abilities. However, the true twist came when they noticed how much fun they were having. Mid-race, when both skidded to a stop on a rainbow bridge straddling worlds, they broke into laughter. "This is no longer just about speed," Flash said, panting. "It's about enjoying it." Sonic grinned. "You got that right. How about we call it a tie and keep the speed all to ourselves? 'Cause what's speed without a little fun?" With joint cheers from the crowd, the race concluded, not with a winner, but with two speedy friends who had bridged a multiversal gap with friendship and fun. And from that day on, whenever the worlds talked of fastest beings, it was said with knowing smiles. Flash and Sonic were not just the quickest, but the coolest friends. And so, Flash and Sonic continued to inspire, not just with their speed, but with their newfound bond across worlds, reminding everyone that sometimes the journey is the most exhilarating part of any race. In the bustling heart of New York City, a chaos unlike any other had begun to unfold. An unknown force had harnessed the power of the city's grid, causing outages and disruptions that threw the city's millions into panic. Amidst the escalating turmoil, the Justice League was called upon to restore peace and security. Superman, with his super speed and strength, was the first to arrive, quickly assessing the city's skyline for the source of the disturbance. He was soon joined by Batman, whose detective skills and tactical genius provided immediate insights. The disturbances were originating from multiple locations, seeming to sabotage the city's infrastructure. Wonder Woman, with her unyielding courage, took charge of ensuring that citizens were evacuated from the most affected areas. Her presence was a beacon of hope, and with her lasso of truth, she quickly helped in quelling chaos and gathering crucial information from affected witnesses. Meanwhile, the Flash raced through the city streets, his mind like lightning as he focused on reconnecting disrupted power grids. His rapid pace rewired entire blocks, his movements invisible to the human eye, transforming darkened streets into havens of light once more. Aquaman, although not in his element within the cityscape, used his abilities to summon water from the Hudson River, dousing fires that had broken out unexpectedly from electrical failures. His command of the ocean aided the authorities in stopping the spread of flames that threatened the city's structures. Cyborg, wired directly into the city's network, played an integral role in counter-hacking the malevolent force controlling New York systems. His technological prowess uncovered that this chaos was orchestrated by Lex Luthor, intent on driving the city to its knees as a platform for a broader evil plan. The united efforts of the Justice League converged on Luthor's hidden base beneath the city's main power plant. With Batman's strategic direction, Superman's strength breached their fortification, while Wonder Woman's swift and unstoppable force secured Luthor. Together, they neutralized his machinery and restored order to the city. As dawn broke over New York City, the people awoke to find their homes saved. The Justice League, having thwarted another global threat, stood in the quiet streets now bathed in morning light, ready for the next call of duty, ever vigilant. The metropolis began healing and returned to its rhythm, buzzing as ever, all thanks to these icons of justice and their unwavering resolve.